and gist trending in your campus.
I don't even get it. Why can't you just walk up? Please, I'm done with this conversation.
Do you have great gist and topical issues you would like to discuss over a few banters with fellow students? Well, this is the exact platform for everything and anything trending within your school environment. Campus Drive comes your way every Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Boss 98.9 FM. Campus Drive. We go wherever the boss is.
Wonderful morning to you out there. My name is Eustace Owerri, and of course, welcome to People's Democracy right here on Boss Radio 98.9 FM. Yeah, this morning we shall be looking exactly at that statement credited to the Imo State PDP chapter accusing the incumbent governor of begging for votes after introducing harsh policies. That's actually the statement credited to the PDP, and of course accusing the governor, His Excellency Senator Hope Uzodinma, of begging for votes after introducing harsh policies. Remember that precisely on November 11, Imolites will file out, just like the Kogites as well as the Biosans. I'm talking about people of Imo State, people of Kogi State, and Bayelsa State, would file out to elect who actually occupies the government house. Bearing in mind that Senator Hope Uzodinma is actually the incumbent governor of Imo State, of course belonging to the All Progressives Congress, the APC. So just last weekend, the PDP actually came out to accuse the governor of begging for votes after introducing harsh policies, and that's actually what we shall be talking about this morning. How true is this? And of course, if it is, then how is the governor begging for votes? A governor that has actually been lauded severally for his road infrastructure. Yeah, I also understand that there has also been criticisms on the part of the governor, especially on the area of insecurity. Just recently, there were some kind of security threats or pockets of insecurity here and there, which led to the killing of our gallant security, some of our gallant security agents, and that's so bad, and of course, very heart-rending. And that's actually what we shall be talking about this morning. How has the governor introduced harsh policies, and is the governor actually begging for votes? Because I know that once a governor performs creditably well, he doesn't need to beg for his re-election because the people definitely would want him to come back to continue the good work. All right, so this is exactly what we shall be talking about this morning. But before then, I would have to give you the whole scenario so that you actually keep to the tenets of the topic this morning. Yes, that's what we shall be talking about. And remember, it's People's Democracy right here on Boss Radio 98.9 FM. And in case you've forgotten, Eustace Owerri remains my name, or you can simply call me Mr. E. All right, so let's go to that message straight up. Okay, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Imo State says Hope Uzodinma, governor of the state, is now begging residents for votes after introducing harsh policies. According to the statement, Uzodinma is seeking re-election. He is the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, in the election billed for November 11. In a statement, Ikenna Onoha, spokesperson of Imo PDP, accused Uzodinma of delegating members of the APC to incessantly bombard residents of the state with unsolicited phone calls as he begs for votes. That's quite a heavy one. I think I need you to call in once I open up the phone lines to confirm or discountenance this particular accusation. Said according to Ike Nono, the spokesperson of Imo PDP, said Uzodinma is, of course, delegating members of the APC to incessantly bombard residents of the state with unsolicited phone calls as he begs for votes. According to the statement, so the attention of the People's Democratic Party gubernatorial campaign council in Imo State has been drawn to a clandestine move by the All Progressive Congress and Hope Uzodinma to legalize vote buying in the state. All right, that's part of the statement, and of course the statement continues this way. This time, Uzodinma is said to have delegated members of APC to incessantly bombard Imo people with unsolicited phone calls, begging for votes and promising to financially reward them for each vote cast for APC. All right, the statement goes on to say it is shameful that Uzodinma is going about begging for votes of Imo people after he flagrantly ignored them and instead introduced harsh and obnoxious policies that are detrimental to their welfare. The campaign council therefore queries Uzodinma's morality in soliciting votes from Imo people now that it is clear to him that his political future is in serious danger, having treated the people of the state with disdain and utter disregard. Right? The question now is, if Uzodinma and APC are convinced that the election would be a walkover for them, why then are they going about begging and spending airtime bombarding the phone numbers of aggrieved Imo people without authorization? All right? Okay, going further in that, the PDP, that's the Sam Jones Gubernatorial Campaign Council, further enjoins Uzodinma and his outgoing APC, that's how the statement puts it, administration to stop embarrassing themselves by going beggarly after they have failed to apologize to Imo people for harassing, intimidating, and molesting them at no provocation. Okay, I think that's much you can actually take on that statement by the Imo State PDP, accusing the governor of the state, Hope Uzodinma, of begging for votes after introducing harsh policies. And I'm going to be asking, what's your take on this? Have you actually gotten such phone call? I mean, what is it like? And if not, I also need members of the All Progressives Congress, especially those within the campaign structure of the incumbent Governor Hope Uzodinma, to actually call in to discountenance this. I would also need some kind of reconfirmation of this by those who probably may have gotten the phone calls, and from those who have not, or not also in the know, you may also call in to tell me what you think of this heavy allegation. All right. No sooner than later, I'll reel out the phone lines for you to ventilate this morning. But don't forget, you can join us via the social media handles. I'm talking about Facebook, Twitter, as well as YouTube, all at Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri. Yes, just type Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri, and you will be part of this discussion this morning. Okay, so you can also send in your messages via our WhatsApp number 0806 999 2999. I'll take that again, 0806 999 2999. That's for your WhatsApp messages. All right, and to call in, the numbers are 090 922 29922 or 091 226 77989. I'll repeat, 090 922 29922 or 091 226 77989. Those are actually the numbers to call to be part of this program this morning. Remember, it's People's Democracy right here on Boss Radio 98.9 FM, and we are looking at the accusation leveled by the Imo State People's Democratic Party, accusing the governor, Senator Hope Uzodinma, of begging for votes of Imo people, and of course after introducing harsh policies. That's according to the PDP, and we're asking, what you make of that. That's exactly our discussion this morning. Yes, let's get to know what you think of this, and if you have actually gotten a call of this nature, you can also call in to confirm or discountenance, possibly. We don't know, but then let's find out if this is actually good or what actually transpired, because it's an accusation yet by the People's Democratic Party, and we know that in politics or in election period of this nature, such accusations are bound to occur. But most times, some of them tend to be true, and some others tend to be false, fabricated fallacies against the other contenders. Good morning to you. Hello, good morning.
Is that Mr. Ferry?
Yes, exactly. Good morning.
Calling from Boss FM. Okay.
Hello, good morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling from? Sorry, I think we lost that. Do well to stage a comeback if you can. 0909-222-9922 or 091-226-77989 are the numbers to call, and I'll take them again. 090-222-9922 or 091-226-77989. Don't forget, it is People's Democracy right here on Boss Radio 98.9 FM. Owerri, and of course, my name remains Eustace Okere. It has not changed, or you can simply call me Mr. E. Let's get talking on this. The accusation leveled by the Imo State People's Democratic Party, accusing the governor, Senator Hope Uzodinma, of begging for votes after introducing harsh policies. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Okere.
Good morning to you.
Yeah. It's Ambassador Bennett Akoroka calling from World Bank.
All right, go ahead, Ambassador Bennett.
Yeah. Based on the statement from PDP to the state, I don't think that it's a welcome development. Because actually, if you're a governor, you have done a good thing for your state, people will elect you back in November. But the only thing they need to do is just, if you forget everything, come together. That everybody is working on their own part, while the government is working on its own part. I don't believe that the first statement may be true.
Okay.
Or based on people may call up to testify on their own. But what I want to say is that everybody should allow the government to do its own part, while other parties should do their own part. On that November, people will have their own choice to vote the person they want into the next panel.
Exactly.
That's what I want to say.
All right, Ambassador Bennett, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Do you think the governor has introduced harsh policies in the state?
I don't think that the harsh policy may be from the federal. I don't think.
All right, thank you very much. Ambassador Bennett Akoroka was actually calling from World Bank to say that such statements cannot be true. And of course, every politician, every candidate in the election should be allowed to run their own affairs without, name calling. Just campaign and don't call names, and don't level up negative accusations, so that people can actually make their choices on whom to vote during the governorship election scheduled for November 11. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Uche Adoration calling from Bala Agua.
All right, go ahead, Uche.
Yeah, there is one thing you should understand about politics. Politics is full of propaganda, and any means you can use to discredit your opponent, you are kind of apply it. But in this regard, I don't think that the PDP must have targeted very well, in the sense that I have my own strategy.
I think we lost that. Do well to call back, Uche Adoration. What a lovely name. So do well to stage a comeback to exhaust what you have to tell us. 090922299922 or 09122677989 are still the numbers to call to be part of this discussion this morning. Remember, it's People's Democracy right here on Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri, and this morning we are looking at that statement credited to the PDP accusing the governor of begging for votes after introducing harsh policies, and we are asking, how true is that? Did it actually happen, or it's just a fabricated fallacy? And if it is, then what do you think, or what do you make of it? Then if it is not, the questions also are, do you think the governor has introduced harsh policies? And what way do you think he can right his wrongs? Okay, 09092229922 or 09122677989 are still the numbers to call. Don't forget, you can also join us via the social media handles, because we are live on Facebook, on Twitter, as well as YouTube, all at Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri. And of course, once you join us, you'll be able to drop your comments and of course ventilate on the topic this morning. All right, so we continue to take your calls and of course messages once that comes in. All right, thank you. I have a couple of messages coming from okay, thank you, Kenneth. You are really appreciated for your message this morning, even though I may not be able to read that out. Okay, 09092229922 or 09122677989 are the numbers to call. The WhatsApp line is 0806 999 2999 0806 999 2999. That's for your WhatsApp message. Remember, the governor is begging for votes after introducing harsh policies, as stated by the Imo State chapter of the People's Democratic Party. Good morning.
Hello.
Morning to you.
Good morning, sir. Hello.
Good morning to you. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Comrade Nice, calling from Obada in between local government.
All right, Comrade Nice, go ahead.
Okay, on the issue of His Excellency Distinguished Senator Uzodinma calling for the Imo to vote him on the second term. I think, from my own point of view, over the issue that have been ranging in our state and in our society. So let me call to that last election. I was called up to vote for the APC charters in Imo State over the governorship election and the presidential election for a change. And I think from what the PDP chart in Imo State are saying, there is a lot of complaints coming from, when you look at it very well, honestly speaking, the truth must be behind it. Because then I wasn't a member of any party or any person at large, but I was called up to, come out and vote for the particular party, and there will be a certain amount of money given.
But who actually made a call?
Well, for some security reasons, I don't need to give out names. But what I'm telling you is what really happened in my area. Okay?
Okay.
So, bringing up such issue up again and people saying that there's nothing like that. I think when we look deep down in it, we understand that there's truth in it, because I was once a victim of it. Though I never did such, I never engaged in such acts. After the whole thing, I told them I can't, and I was ruled off. You get it? But those that are involved in it, yes, they got their money, they voted and other things. So, talking about the hard leadership of our Excellency Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma, I'm also a bus driver in Imo State, bus driver.
Sometimes we have been experiencing hard tax from our tax force. Like a paper read from Oziza that a man stabbed one of the tax force agency and undressed himself, claiming of madness so that he will not be arrested. Our distinguished and the president have already told us that everything concerning tax force over the bus drivers has been stopped.
Okay.
But yes, when you go to Wedra, when you go to Douglas, you see them breaking side mirrors, forcing people's tires, doing a number of things. This is no hardship towards the common man. Please let him put eyes on ground and settle this issue. It's not a matter of him coming for the second term. We can vote. He can be enrolled again. He can win. But let him do the necessary things for the common man to do. Please. That is my own take on this issue this morning.
Right,
thank you once again.
Thank you very much. Nice. Thank you for your call this morning. I mean, he stated something. He said he has actually gotten such a call, although he did not reveal the identity and for what purpose, but he made it clear that such a call has actually been given to him in the past, and it may not be out of place. That's according to Nice. I also have a couple of messages here. One of them telling me I can give the phone number that has been calling people to vote for Governor Hope Uzodinma, offering them money. And of course, the phone number is stated, although I cannot take that out because I wouldn't know how true this may actually be. All right, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Steve Ozem and I am calling from Owerri.
All right, Steve, go ahead.
You see, like the last caller said, this is not impossible, especially when campaigns are drawing very close. And I have actually heard somebody saying that he was called, soliciting for such votes, but my very self have not received such call or message. So it's not something that is unusual with Nigerian politics that such a thing will be going on. But my own concern is on the opposition party, PDP. Yes, I think they should get more serious with their campaign. If APC and the governor decide this is the way they are going to reach out to the people, if they say they are begging, well, when you beg people for vote, of course, campaign is all about begging people to vote for me, trying to convince them. So if that is their own strategy, what I am concerned is that PDP should adopt, if they actually want to win the election coming up in November 11 in Imo is not going to be ordinary election. It's a serious business.
Okay.
So it's not a thing you just waste your time and begin to talk about your enemy. Map out your own strategies on how to reach out to the people. Because the truth is that Imolites want somebody who will convince them away from the usual rhetorics. I will do this, I will do that. And then the second thing I want to beg the politicians and the political parties is, including INEC, is to allow the votes of Imolites to count. If they can allow our vote to count, Imolites can make their choice. They know who to vote for. They know who they will vote for. Let it not be that after voting, their vote will not count. So PDP should get serious with reaching out to the people, convincing them on why they should vote for them, and leave, fighting against your enemy. You don't waste much of your time trying to demarcate your enemy instead of trying to tell people the goodness of your own product. They should concentrate more on marketing their own product instead of demarketing their opponent's product. That's my own take.
All right,
thank you very much. Have a nice
All right, thank you very much, Steve Ozemina, for your wonderful take this morning. Yes, of course, what I got from Steve's position is that it can also be termed as one of the campaign strategies. I mean, calling to beg the electorate to give you their votes. It can also be part of the electoral process and may not be a bad idea after all. And he encouraged all political parties to focus on their own campaign strategies on how to get the people on their side. Good morning to you. Lost that. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. sorry, I think we lost that. Do well to call back if you can. 09092229922 or 09122677989 are the numbers to call, and I'll repeat 09092229922 or 09122677989. Don't forget our social media handles are still up and running, and you can actually hit us there. Good morning.
Hello, Mr. E. I called Ambassador Bennett.
All right, Ambassador Bennett, go ahead.
Yeah. I have an advice. My own advice is that all the whole political party in Imo State that contesting their as far as they're contesting for governorship, I have an advice for them.
Okay.
In your own part as a contestant, you don't have to carry out the party problem along on your own campaigning. Campaign your own part, what you will do for the state, what you do for your own people. What people need from you, what people are expected from you. Don't have to move along the side, carry other people's problem along. But the Labour Party, but the APC, and any other party that is campaigning in Imo State. And another advice I want to give you guys, the electorate, I mean the INEC, should allow everybody to vote.
Okay.
Let the vote count. Everybody should let the vote count. I don't want to advise that. Yeah, they say the DMO, the machine will be having problems, or place will be voting, this place will not be voting, the number of votes will not be cast. Or any other problem. Now I come from the November 26th February on the presidential election, or the assembly election, that the INEC should do their own part.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
My own advice is that conclusion that Imo Light, they should come out on November to vote for their own candidate. That's my own faith.
All right, thank you very much, Ambassador Bennett, for your contribution. Okay, let me take this message coming from Mr. Anthony, epitome of grammar. That's what he calls himself. Good morning to you. Okay, it's a Boss Radio. Good morning to you all in the studio, Engineer Emmanuel. Okay, I wouldn't understand what he meant by Mr. Anthony, epitome of grammar, but he's introducing himself as Emmanuel, texting from Owerri. He said, all I can say is what a lion sees. Okay, he said, when a lion sees an antelope and pretends to be asleep, then it's only the devil that knows what lies in stock for the poor antelope. So that is the situation in Nigeria. Our leaders knows what to do, according to Engineer Emmanuel, all the way from Owerri. Thank you so very much, Engineer Emmanuel, for your contribution. All right, I also have this one from Kenneth. Yeah, Kenneth said, Kenneth, why here? Kenneth from Owerri Municipal. I've gotten such call from a lady asking me to vote for Uzodinma, that she is from governor's office. Okay, well, it can also mean that, well, I wouldn't know how to put it, but sometimes it can also be a trick, or someone is trying to pull a stunt or something. I wouldn't know. Well, here is Kenneth telling us this particular, giving us this particular information, even though he wasn't so explicit about that. Good morning.
Yeah, my beloved brother, good morning and happy new week.
Good morning to you.
This is John and the call from the Demo government. All of us who are working should get a picture of what happened to 18th March and ask ourselves, how do we get it right on November 11 that our vote should be counted? There is a lot of things that is going on. Most of you, the media, are not seeing. I don't know how someone will come and collect palliative without his PVN, a PVC, they get to go and it will be QE. I don't know the explanation. I believe that my journalists could have told us why people who doesn't collect their palliative, 2 cups of us or whatever they are giving without this process. Because a lot of names and the go today is in system. I make to still need to convince us more. Because what happened in March 18 where all local government were able to produce House of Assembly, even no one say insecurity delay need to put in mind. Another thing, if you are to know for better election, security agency need to come. Sometimes when we see party agents in the local government, before you know, they will be pushed like infidel, push away, and whatever that happen inside, most of them doesn't know. Another thing is INEC need to tell us how we must know that the machine is empty, so that we will be able to know how many that do accredit and how many that vote. A lot need to be done. For people begging for buying, people say vote us, we are the best. People say we are the on top. A lot is a secret that we are not seeing. So for you people to help more, enlighten the people, enough work needs to be done within security agencies, INEC officials, so that people will know. For me, I saw the election have gone half. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Broughton Namdi, for your contribution this morning. And in case you're just joining us, remember, it's People's Democracy right here on Boss Radio 98.9 FM. And this morning, we are looking at the statement credited to the People's Democratic Party Imo State chapter, accusing the APC, I'm talking about the incumbent governor, Senator Hope Uzodinma, of begging Imolites for votes and after introducing harsh policies. Good morning to you.
Good morning, presenter.
Good morning.
This is Mazikan, and I'm calling from Hello.
All right, go ahead.
My advice is politicians in Imo State, Nigeria, as an immediate society, should concentrate on how to convince the people. I take it to be as an example. He may not have gotten the way he wanted or the way we expected, but the move he took shook the political narrative of Nigeria. When asked some questions, what to do or how to do this or the other one, he will give you a straight answer, a convincing answer that make even the illiterate person in the society believe in him. It's not a matter of criticizing this party or criticizing the other party or the contestant. After all, most of them must have had one political position or the other.
Exactly.
And we saw nothing. Nothing worked. So the masses are suffering it. Let us just consider them as the elephant fighting, and we the masses are like the grass suffering it. From 1999 that we got this democracy, what have we gotten to show for it? Every year they keep on promising that they will build roads. They'll build this, they'll build that. After constructing one road today, they like the next tomorrow. We want to see the system work. Convince us, tell us what you need to know. Even if you're fighting against an opponent, you say, this is what he did, he did not do it well. This is how we should have done it. Then we'll be convinced that you are hard as a leader. You are hard to put something on the ground, which you convince us to vote for you.
All right, thank you very
yes,
much.
some time ago, if you could remember, there was one political analyst that came on radio and was criticizing one party. I told him point blank that before we know it now, he will run to another party. It was not up to 2 weeks it happened. Could you remember?
Well,
so we believe on what is on ground. Yes, one of the publicities or somebody or one of the parties. I don't want to mention name.
All right. Okay.
If you know it, about 7 of them, 8 of them ran to another party. So let them put on ground what is going to change society. This part of the world will have suffered so much. There's so much trouble.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. I wanted to.
What
get your
ask a question?
No, I just wanted to get your name once again because. All right. Sorry, I think you left. I just needed you to let me know what name you actually said initially. I got that, but I needed it to be very clear about your name. Okay, 09092229922 or 09122677989 are still the numbers to call, but don't forget that we are looking at the statement credited to the People's Democratic Party Imo State, accusing the governor, Senator Hope Uzodinma, of begging for votes after introducing harsh policies, and we are asking what you make of that. Remember, I did ask a couple of questions that has the governor actually introduced harsh policies in the state. I mean, this is a government that is rated as having introduced a very wonderful road infrastructure in the state here since the inception of the Fourth Republic, among others. So, what's your take on this? Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
A wonderful morning to you.
My name is Mayor. I'm calling you from Mona College.
All right, Mayor, go ahead.
Okay. If I understand your question correctly, you said that there's an allegation credited to the APC
PDP
government.
To the PDP is actually credited to the PDP, accusing the APC governor Hope Uzodinma of, I'm talking about the Imo State governor, the Hope Uzodinma, of introducing hardship in the state, as well as begging Imolais for votes.
Okay, and your other question is if the current government has introduced harsh policies.
Exactly.
All right. Now, you and I know these are rhetorics, from opposition parties. This is just like the ways of the political parties. Each time they want to do campaign, they throw jabs, they throw rhetorics, and just to talk down or demarcate their other opponents. We are not actually interested in their rhetorics. These are their strategies of in an election. They can throw jabs. These are election strategies. Even the opposition parties too, they still do it. What we're actually interested is the people of Imo State that are going to come out and vote. You talked about if the government has introduced harsh policies. Actually, Imo State currently now, if I want to be a little bit constructive in my criticism, the environment in Imo State is a little bit hostile for business.
Wow.
So to say, yes, because let me give you an instance. Just like when the MSC did 2 days warning strike, just 2 days warning strike, you can get cold pure water on the streets of Owerri.
Wow.
Because the light went off. The NEPA people went on strike. There was no light for like 2 days. You can't get the cold water on the street of Imo State because of business is not thriving. The private sectors are not giving a enabling environment. You see, in a situation whereby I don't know the kind of people they use as tax collectors and people that goes from shop to shop. The business is a little bit hostile in terms of Imo State. Now, what I'm saying is the people I'm interested in is the people that are going to come out and vote. You should, vote your conscience and vote for the right person. And we are not interested in people throwing rhetorics.
Okay.
Our eyes are open and we can see. But to me, if you ask that question, if the Imo State government has introduced harsh policies, to me, to some extent, I will say yes. Because almost everybody are complaining in Imo State. If people in the market are complaining, people that are doing business they're complaining that they're being taxed too much. Just recently, my brother told me that some people came to their shop, say they are waste management tax collectors, and I started imagining waste tax collectors that they should be paying so amount every month. It's uncalled for in a situation where you're supposed to be inviting private sectors and business people to come and invest in Imo State. People are actually running away from Imo State because the environment is hostile.
Wow.
That is just the simple truth. The other of my friends went and did operation. This swollen neck operation. He have to go to Akwa Ibom State and explain to me why he have to go to that place. Because of the private hospitals there, the incentive the government gave to their citizens and people that come to do business, slash the tax, and so many things that they did in their state.
Wow.
But here in Imo State, we are seeing the opposite. The government, what are the dividends of democracy? If the people are not getting it, we are not happy with the things are in Imo State, and we pray that the next government is going to make sure that things turn around. We deserve, at least, people have to be paid, people have to work, market have to operate. We have to centralize so many things out of Imo State. Let local government functions. That is the essence of government. Grassroots. Local government has to function. House of Assembly, councils, ward, they need to function. That is how grassroots are supposed to get to the development are supposed to get to the grassroots, so that people can get dividends of the course, my brother.
This is just my humble take. Let me not take much of your time. If you talk of the house, this thing, to me, I would say to a large extent, yes, the government have to do something about bringing development to the ground. Let the people feel it. By local government force, not using solar, the one using, this is not how it works, my brother. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Mayor, for your wonderful contribution. A lot you said out there, but I quite understand how objective you actually were. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. My name is
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
What's the name and where are you calling from?
I'm Bamidele calling from Owerri.
All right, Bamidele, go ahead.
Yeah, I was listening to your program on radio. Good one. I must commend you guys. It's your well done. I'm not an Imolite, but I'm resident in Imo State, Owerri.
All right. Hello, Bamidele, are you there?
Yes, I can hear you.
Go on. All right, I think you may have to call us back. Our network is actually playing a fast one. Do well to call back, Bamidele, so that we can actually hear you very well. We can barely get a thing from what you've been saying, and I guess it could probably be a network challenge. So try and stage a comeback. That's if you actually can. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, presenter.
Good morning to you.
Yes, speaking is the Dr. Dietitian Ekagu Emmanuel from Emekuku.
All right, go ahead.
See, at the present, with the present situation of things in Imo State and Nigeria, I don't think this is my own personal belief. I don't think even the electoral body knows that the electorate do not trust the system. So I believe the best thing for Imo State is to have. Hello. Are you there?
Go ahead. I'm with you. Go ahead. Oh, sorry. We lost you. Well, I think once you have been connected, you go ahead and make your contribution, because probably if you are not heard, I would let you know still, so that you can think of what best to do. All right, this is still People's Democracy right here on Boss Radio 98.9 FM, and I did tell you that this morning we are looking at the statement credited to the People's Democratic Party Imo State chapter, accusing the governor and of course the APC in the state of begging for votes and introducing harsh policies, and we're asking what you make of that accusation by the PDP. And the numbers are 09092229922 or 09122677989. Yes, those are actually the numbers to call. And I did say you can also join us via the social media handles, yes, on Facebook, Twitter, as well as YouTube, all at Boss Radio 98.9 FM. Owerri. All right, I think I would take a couple of maybe just one call, and that will be a wrap. Just a call, yes, because we actually are running out of time, and wish we could take as many calls as possible. But at this point, we can only manage to squeeze in one more call, and it will be a wrap. A lot of calls coming in at the same time. Who would the lucky caller be? Let's find out. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I was calling this is Bamidele.
All right, Bamidele, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Let me be brief anyway.
All right.
According to statements, I think some statement is not really needed in a time like this. Because Imolites don't need it. How does it affect Imolites? How does it affect the economy positively? So, what the people should be going about doing is telling the people what is done to offer the people if voted into power, not accusing the opposition party of what is not, helpful in the economy.
All right.
That's what I have to say about that.
All right. Okay. And Bamidele, can I ask you a question?
Okay, sir.
All right, you said you're a resident in the state, and I want to ask, do you think that the current government has introduced harsh policies? I mean, probably you could be into business or something. Do you think the policies are harsh?
Okay, concerning that one of the harsh policy, before I will go straight to answer, let me say this. Government can make policies, but it is in the hands of those people who execute the policy to do it rightly or wrongly. I am not supporting the APC or PDP, but what I'm saying is this. The Imo State government may have made some policies to better the state, but the persons who go about executing this policy may not be doing it the way the governor visioned it to be. So, it's not the duty of the governor to ensure a proper follow-up on the policies he has implemented. Generally in the state, there is hardship. I can tell you that Imo State is one of the states facing the most difficult times, difficult economy, hard economy in Nigeria. I wouldn't fault the government for that because I don't know the policies he has made that is either affecting the economy negatively or positively. But where I will only comment for the governor is if the policies he made and Imolites are complaining, let him go in detail and find out why this policy not helping the economy. So that is just my take of this.
All right, thank you very much, Bamidele. I wish we can have you all the more to talk about your experience and, of course, what you make of the various programs and policies of the state government. But you actually made that statement there. Thank you. And that's, of course, the much we can take on the phone calls. Yes, still a lot of calls coming in, but we can't do much again. I mean, we can also do it some other time, because it is said that he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. So definitely we are going to fight again, probably this time next week. Remember, it's People's Democracy right here on Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri, and this program returns same time, same station next week. My name is Eustace Okere. Up next is Morning Discuss by exactly 9 a.m. Please keep listening.